Hey guys, and welcome back to Magical Miniature Mondays with Resin Bell. Today is going to be our last Miniverse potion in this series. I think next week we'll probably move on to creating our own potions with some of these amazing magical ingredients that we have. There's so much that you can have. Lots of different ways you can make potions, so I think we might try to create some of our own next week. So this week is Infusion of Wormwood, and it is the last potion from this series so far until series 2 comes out. And so we're going to make Infusion of Wormwood today, and then we're going to DIY a magical wand, because I think that our student here definitely needs a wand for potions classroom. So let's get started on our potion. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, and check the link for the Magical Miniature Mondays playlist in the description box below for all of the previous DIYs and potions. Alright, so let's turn to our potion in our potions book, and today is Infusion of Wormwood. So here's all of our ingredients. We add our first ingredient, add our botanical ingredients, mixy mix, poury pour, and cure, decorate, and then we have our finished potion. So let's get started. Here is the bottle for Infusion of Wormwood. It does come with a little stand that is adorable, although the potion, because of its round edges, doesn't really love to sit on there quite right, but it does have a nice flat bottom, so you can set it however you want. It comes with these really amazing little flower buds that look like little skulls. How cool are those? Oh my gosh, this is probably one of my favorite ingredients. It's so awesome. And then we have some purple innocuous ingredients here, some purple mica powder. We have our lovely cauldron. This is the 2-stripe cauldron with little pegs. Very, very cool. The cauldron stand. And this is a little firebox that goes underneath the cauldron. And we have our long spoon, as well as our label and our twine for the rim. So we're going to open up our resin, and I do recommend using some needle nose pliers to get that off. Alright, we're going to open up our ingredients. Add some to our cauldron. Mixy mix. Now I didn't put very much in here. I just wanted a very little amount. You can add as much as you want, but keep in mind that when you add mica powder to resin, it becomes opaque as you add more. So if you just add a little bit, it will stay translucent but still give you a little bit of shimmery color. So keep that in mind when you're adding, because if you have other ingredients like the little skull flowers, you won't be able to see them if you add too much of your powder. So just add a little bit and then stir it, and then if it doesn't look like it's enough, you can add a little more. I think that's what I'm going to go with right there. Alright, so I like to put these chunky ingredients into the bottle rather than into the resin. That way I can kind of place them how I want them, and it just seems like it's a little bit easier. Or I can spill them everywhere. That works too. Alright, now then, let's pour in our wonderful potion. So there it is. I think it looks wonderful. Look how pretty and pink it is. I like it. All right, so let's cure that. And you can find a link to this light that I like to use in the description box as well. It is a 365 nm. It has a great little feature where you can magnetize the beam a little bit. Okay, now that this is cured, focus. I love it. I love all the little tiny bubbles inside. It makes it look like it's kind of busy, which I love. And yeah, so now we're going to decorate. Put our string on. Take this off and let's put our label on. I like it a lot. So we got our label and then we have our ingredients showing. I like it. All right, let's put our topper in. Yep. And we'll attempt to do it the way they show it, with it kind of wrapped around. I don't know if we can do that or not. Such as, this is going to be a tough one, I think. May have to glue this at the bottom. May have to glue it. I'm kind of holding it in place. So I'll tie that. This is probably going to flip up after I let go of it, but I'll put a little piece of glue right here. Yeah. Alright, so you can see I put a little bit of art glitter glue there, and so I'm just kind of holding this until that dries. It dries pretty quickly, so it won't be long. Alright, here it is, finished up. I love it. It's so cute. And so good. I love it. All right, so let's move on to our DIY for this week and create a wand. Okay, so let's get started with our wand. So what I'm going to need is some oven baked clay. This is super Sculpey. You could just use, regular Sculpey, Sculpey 3, any other oven baked clay. You could even use air dry clay if you just wanted to let it go. If you use air dry clay, I would recommend doing a wire center or something to give it some stability, so we're just going to break off a little chunk of our clay and kind of get it ready, knead it a little bit, get it a little softer. While I'm doing that, you're also going to need some paper. I'm using some of the black poster board from Dollar Tree. It's a little heavier than regular cardstock. This is the 5-piece pack. They're usually bigger sheets than this, but they're from Jot, I think. And yeah, so I'll get you some of that. A ruler, a pair of scissors, a pencil, and if you want to print out a label for your box, you'll need a printer. I will be using my Nelco. This is one of those little heat transfer sticker papers, and I have already printed off some little Ollivander's labels. You can find those. You can just do a search for Ollivander's wand box label, and you'll find all kinds of different ones on Google for you to print out. So yeah, so there's that. I will be doing a review on this little printer tomorrow if you care to come back and check that out. It's a great little printer. I really like it. It's great for all kinds of little things that you might want to make, or label, or do. My kid's been using it for making stickers. He's drawn his own stickers on his phone and then printed them out, and then he can color them and, you know, do all kinds of cool stuff with them. All right, so tomorrow I'll have that, and that will be a sponsored video. Yay! All right, so I've got this kneaded, and pretty much all I need to do is roll it out. Roll it out into a snake. I don't want it to be too fine of a snake, but not a thick one either. I want it to look like a wand, right? Okay, so I'm not going to need that. Roll this out. Okay, now I can take something. I can take a pencil and I can roll that center. If I want to. You could use anything. You could use anything you have on hand. And just gonna keep a little line going here. Yeah, that looks pretty good so far. Just trying to put some kind of line work into it here. Oh, I know. We can use the edge of this. These don't show up super well right now, but they will when we add some paint to them. Like a little kind of curious. Let's see here. Let's try this. Go at an angle and try to roll it out to the end. Yeah, that worked out actually. So now I have like a little spiral. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah. Alright, so now I just need to bake. You see, it needs a little bit more detail here. Yeah, alright, so I'm just going to take that and bake it in the oven. Alright, so while that is baking, I'm going to work on the box. So I think I'm going to make my box 3 centimeters by 6 centimeters. All right, so there's that. Now let's see. Let's see here. Let's do another one. So if you're doing the top or the bottom, so you want them to fit into each other. So you need the bottom that comes up, that goes inside, to be just the tiniest bit smaller than the top that goes on the top. So let's do that as a, let's go 6.2. Yeah, 6.2 centimeters. One just a little bit bigger than the other. Okay. Let's trim it down just a hair. I got that measurement off just a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to mark 1 centimeter in from all sides. Yeah. Centimeter, and one. Hang on a second, I got that a little bit off. Cut this down just a hair. All right, and 1 centimeter in. this one in. It's 1 centimeter. Hi, Dot. Hi, baby. What you doing? And 1 centimeter. All right, that kind of gives us a little bit of a grid. We've marked it in 1 centimeter from every side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this line here just to here, this line here, this one, and this one, right? Nothing else. Cut, 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 and cut. That's going to give us some flaps. We have our little flaps. All right, so take my little ruler here. It's going to make it a lot easier to bend flat. Just going to fold that flap down. See how simple that was? Do the same thing on the other end. Folding that flap down. Do the same thing on the other side. Foldy fold. And foldy fold. Honestly, we could fold the whole thing because it's all got to be folded. Let's go back to the other side and do that side too. Okay. Fold that right there. Come down this way. We're going to fold that as well. And fold that one. Right. Now we have our flaps and our sides. And looky there, we've got the base of a box, right? We just need to glue those little flaps in. All right, so that's our bottom. This is our top. All right, so we're going to want to come in 1 less. What we're going to do 0.9 in. That will make it a little bit larger. We have our lines that are 0.9 centimeters from the edges. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to cut these straight up. Oh, I hear my wand is done. All right, now then, we use our ruler. It's just so much easier to get a nice straight edge. Use our ruler to bend those in. And here to here. Bend, bend, and bend. Same thing on the other side. Bend, bend, and bend. All right, so now we have our top, I believe. And we will glue those together and then we'll come back. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this together. I am just using an art glitter glue. I love this stuff. It dries fast. It's great. It has a very tiny nozzle on it so that you can do precision gluing for miniatures. It's just an amazing glue. It dries really fast. It's great. It's my favorite. So there's that, and if you have any pieces sticking out, you can always just trim them off to make them look nice and finished. Okay. Straighten up the box, and there we have it. Alright, so now this goes right on top of there. Looky there. How well that fits. Awesome. All right, I'm going to trim this just a hair. Yep. All right, so that is how you make a little box. Okay, so if you want to make one a custom size, so you'll take the length of your wand and then you'll add a centimeter on each end, right? That's the width, the height of our box, right? You're going to add a centimeter on each end, and you're going to have about a centimeter wide and then a centimeter on each side. For the top, you want to do a little over a centimeter wide, 1.2 centimeters wide. Add another centimeter on each side and each end, and the top box will be 0.2 centimeters longer than your bottom box, and that will allow you to have plenty of space for your box to fit together, and it looks great. All right, so I'm going to take this. The best thing about this little Nelco printer is it prints on sticker paper, so this is all ready to go. So I'm just going to cut these little labels out. Now, if you're printing them on a regular printer, you just cut them out and glue them on. Super, super simple. Super simple. Make sure I've got my outer one, my top one. All right, so I'm going to put that on there. How cute is that? I love it. These little printers are so fun. Okay. There for now, and we'll put these on here. Cuteness. Cuteness. Let's throw that right on the top here. I like it. Ollivanders. Very, very cute. Oh my goodness. Here we have it. All right, let me go get that wand and we'll finish up the wand. All right, now that we got our wand out of the oven, let's take a little bit of brown paint and a little bit of paper towel. Basically just going to rub this on and wipe it off. It's pretty good. Tap this, I'm tapping it on the handle to give it a little bit of texture and color difference. Yeah. What do you think? Just a little wand with a little bit of detail. It doesn't have to be amazing and spectacular and all that. Anyway, so I've got this stuff. This was some packaging from the Miniverse Potions class. Some of the pieces came in it. I'm just going to tear off a little bit of that. What it is just, it's basically just shredded jute twine. So if you have some jute twine, you can just kind of pull it apart and shred it up. And I think it will look pretty cool as our stuffing for our wand box. Yeah, I think that works out pretty well. The hardest thing will be getting all these little wispies out of here. I think I'll just trim them. I think we'll just trim them off. Give it a haircut. But I think the jute twine will look really cute. Very cute. Just don't cut your box. Alright, yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's put our wand inside. Look how cute! I love it! And there we go. There's our little wand box. So cute. And oh, your first wand, Harry. I think it's cool. Oh my gosh. All right. So there you go. There's your little quick tutorial, not so quick tutorial on how to build your own wand and wand box for your say 1/6 scale dolls. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow when I bring you the video on the little printer. It's got some really neat features I think you'll be interested to see, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right, here is your wand. Oh my gosh. This wand is for this little lady here. And now she is ready for more classes.